Integrated version control is embedded directly into the user interface of many areas of IBM Cognos. Report Studio, Query Studio, Analysis Studio, and Cognos Connection are a few of those locations. As you can see with this report in Report Studio, there are several new buttons on the toolbar for the Integrated Version Control product. These buttons are also available from the File menu. Next to the Save button is Save with Comments, Lock this report for editing, and View Revision History. As with most of the features throughout the Integrated Control Suite product suite, these buttons are available based on user access. Each of these buttons can be displayed or hidden for a user, group, or role by securing the capability in the IBM Cognos Administration console. As a user is using Report Studio, every time that author saves the report, the one and only version of the report is saved in the IBM Cognos Content Store. However, the version control product in the background is also saving every single copy of that report in the version control repository. If the user were to make a minor change to the report and save that report, a minor version would be spiked in the version control repository. The product records minor saves so that an author can save their work often without having to be concerned about checking in the report or providing commentary on every single save. However, if the user does reach a milestone or completes their work, they can choose the Save with Comments button. The Save with Comments button will present a dialog to the report author to fill in and will spike a major save in the version control repository. In the comments area of the dialog, the user can type in information that explains the work that was being done on the report. Beneath the comments dialog, optionally, a change control number can be supplied. If you have a change control system in your company, you can provide the name of that change control system as the label in this dialog. For example, Jira or Bugzilla. In this demonstration, we're showing the words change control number. We can also require that a change control number must be supplied when filling out this dialog, or we can hide the change control number altogether. Beneath the change control number is a tag for promotion combo box. If you have Integrated Deployment Manager enabled and you have a public deployment project, then the author at the time of saving can tag this report for deployment. This tells the administrator that this report is ready to be promoted to the next environment. Next to the Save with Comments button is the Lock Report button. If an author is going to be working on a report for a considerable amount of time, it would be a good idea to lock that report so that no other users can work on that report at the same time. When a report is locked, if another author opens the same report, they will not have the ability to save or save with comments on that report. Nor will any SDK application have the ability to save over that report, or any user be able to copy over, move over, or delete that report in Cognos Connection. The user must release the lock on that report before any changes can be made to that report. In Integrated Version Control, locking is a feature for the report author. It's completely at the discretion of the report author to use that. The report author does not have to lock a report to work on it. We'll have a look at Integrated Change Management in a bit, where a report author must check out a report to work on it. If an author forgets to lock the report, the Integrated Control Suite beacon will detect if multiple users are working on the same report at the same time and the report is not locked. Other users who open the report will receive a warning message that another user is also working on this report. This information provides the warning to each of the report authors as to ward off any concurrent edits that could cause loss of work in the content store. If loss of work does occur by multiple authors working on the same report at the same time, the version control system still records each save of each report, and the details can be worked out after the fact. In an integrated change management environment, it's impossible for two authors to work on the same report at the same time, as checking out the report is a requirement. Finally, next to the Lock Report button is the View Revision History button. While revision history can be accessed directly from Cognos Connection, it can also be accessed in Report Studio, Query Studio, or Analysis Studio. As an author is working on a report, it can very quickly review the history of that report, look at old versions, pull content out from old versions, preview those, or revert to those old versions. We'll see more about this dialog in a different training tutorial. For the sake of testing integrated version control, once you've finished saving a few minor and major versions of this report, minimize the Report Studio and navigate to the View Revision History dialog within Cognos Connection and pick up the video tutorial there to continue.